All right, all right.
All right.
Why are we here today?
Plan? Well, I guess we're gonna make a rack. Look at that.
Yeah,
We
so
got a mess.
this is the remnants of a rack that I made a while ago. It was something that I made really quick. I didn't really take the time. I honestly only had like 20 minutes to make it.
I don't even know when you made it. I came and there was a rack sitting here already, so.
Well, it didn't really hold up to what we needed it to do. So today what we're gonna do is clean up this mess that we have going. IMS would not be proud of us. Shout out IMS. So today what we're gonna do is try to make them proud, and we're gonna reuse my old rack, which was sitting out by the trash for a number of months now. And what your idea is, we will shorten.
We're gonna shorten these pieces, so we're gonna make it narrower, because I don't think we need like such a big rack. You know, it takes up so much space. We're only gonna put so many sheets on it, so we'll narrow it down, and then instead of using these as the mounting points to put, you know, the other pieces that are actually gonna hold the sheets, we'll use these two. These two pieces. We'll notch the tubing, and then it'll sit nice and clean on the tubes. So we'll probably make this close to half of the size, and then it'll be a lot smaller, and then probably a lot easier to put, mostly like out in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than having this big old piece.
Well, one thing too is we have all our metal over here, and the table used to be right there. So we have to move the metal all the way to the table. So ideally, and you can see right now, is we have these sheets, because we were using them, just laying out on the table, which JD squared would, they would not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they would.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So ideally, the rack should be close to the table to where you can easily grab your sheets, and it's not getting in the way of the actual process of the table. So the idea is to have the rack right here, the metal on the rack, because it's crazy. There's only 3 sheets of metal over here, and they're taking up a ton of space.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you could technically walk through there, but you can also run into some shit.
Yeah, that's the purpose of the rack. The rack is for safety, and also, you know, to look cool. So not only are we gonna make the rack today, what I've wanted to do, dude, with these lights, right now I've been using these lights to shoot knuckle busters, and they're great. These lights are sick. They make it easier for me to shoot, but I have these sandbags that don't really work. So what my game plan is, I'm gonna cut out a circle that has a little cut in it to where I can slide in different sized weights. So I'll pretty much cut out weights.
Yeah, you're pretty much just using the plate as a weight itself, rather than using those sandbags that are probably a pain in the ass to move around, having to put them right there all the time. So we'll make those plates that you want to make.
Yeah.
Just slide them over and you're good. That way these lights won't even fall.
Yeah, so we'll make the weights for the lights. That's really important for me to be able to shoot knuckle busters without having to worry about these lights falling over. And then Jose and I did a design for a little rack for the angle grinders. Yeah, I already have that made up. What I want to do is make the relief cuts a little bit longer. And then we can bend it easier.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier. Well, at least on this.
Yeah. This is, what is this? A bender?
Bending brake, slip rope, and a shear.
So it's a multi-purpose tool rather than like. It just, it would be better for us just to have a bender that focuses on bending rather than having a machine that does a bunch of different shit.
Yeah, this thing is probably just made for like really thin sheet metal not the type of stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just doesn't, like, it works, but it sort of works. You gotta take your time to even try and make a bend with the metal that we're working with. It takes forever.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we'll start on the metal rack. We'll get that going. We'll make some weights. We'll clear this place up, because for me, it's a lot easier to shoot and to work in an environment that is not as dirty.
Well, same goes for me. I work better when it's clean.
Yeah. You work better. Your mind's clear. You don't got metal all over the place. Because looking at this right now, I don't want to, honestly.
No, just example. How am I gonna go through here to get some tubing? How am I supposed to, like, I'm gonna jump through all these pieces of metal and just to get to maybe one of those pieces, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't. It sucks. You end up either falling or something's falling on you. I mean, whatever. So that's what the rack's for.
That's what the rack's for. And we're going to make this rack, and it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. Cut the montage. We'll get the rack going. We'll build the weights. We'll build some other shit. And that's what we're doing today on Bonus Channel.
So watch it.
All right, metal rack update. Got this bad boy about half the size. Jose's over here.
I might have made a mistake bending it. Allow me to try it.
He may have overbent it a little bit, but you know what?
You know, a little bit of a massaging. It happens.
It happens, dude.
This is unintentionally though.
Yeah.
Just making it work because we kind of need a little bit more material, so making it work.
Yeah, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna paint this thing, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Can't look like that.
No.
And it definitely can't stay without paint after this.
Yeah, for sure. We also cut out a little weight here for the lights. I'm pretty pumped on, but we have all this surface area where we can set the sandbag on top. Voila, just like that. So I feel much safer pushing this thing around in the shop. You know, if we're on the run, we gotta hurry. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, let's keep going. Metal rack breakdown. Well, let's take a look.
Oh, hold on. What are you looking at, man?
Not shit, dog. Looking good. Here we go, looking good. The main purpose of the metal rack is to hold metal, and that's what this thing's gonna do.
Yeah, it is.
So, we're running out of time today. We're gonna paint it, we'll steel it. That's what we'll do on another day. But we got this thing locked in, looking pretty good. And I think it's time to test it.
Yeah, let's put some metal in it.
Let's put some metal in it. Now, the question is, where should we set it up? Over there by a table?
I think that's probably the best place.
You know what? That might work out perfectly. You may just be onto something. Next time you see this metal rack, there's gonna be metal on it, and it's gonna be over here. Wow, look at that. Okay. Now we're on to something. Well, would you look at that? The metal rack lives. When I see this, it makes me fired up to use the plasma table because I can just walk, grab the metal, throw it on the table, you know, cut something out, have fun with my buddies, you know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, we're not gonna eat shit going through that.
Yeah. Look how much cleaner it looks.
Like shit, but it's not as dangerous anymore.
True. Well, yeah, I mean, we got her done. That's what it's all about. So, until next time, just trying to make this place safe. One metal rack at a time.